Man, it feels so nice to be in maxed out gear.
Not as nice a feeling as knowing Huel is happy.
Kid, we still have to upgrade to netherite to be maxed out.
Well, maybe we'll find some while we're in the Nether.
I doubt it, kid. We're going to explore, not mine.
Well, if someone finds a bastion, they might find netherite in one of the chests.
They might also find Pigstep, which is way more valuable. If I find it, you're all invited to my Minecraft dance party.
Saul, I'd rather have a conversation with my wife than go to your dance party.
Correction, all of you except Walter are invited.
Walter, why did you say that like having a conversation with the woman you married would be the worst thing in the world?
Because it would be. She's always nagging me about how I'm in danger, even though I'm not.
The only reason you're not in danger is because I make sure to keep Huel nice and fed. If anything ever happens to me, well, Huel is going to be hungrier than Walt Jr. without breakfast.
Mike, I'm gonna borrow an iron from you for the flint and steel to light the portal.
Jesse, why don't you go to the iron farm to get one iron?
Because it's all the way in the forest and I only need...
One? You only need one? Well, I only needed one for the shovel I made with your iron, so why don't you from now on, when you don't like the way I do something, climb down out of my ass? Can you do that, Jesse?
Shut the fuck up.
Kid, he's right. Don't have double standards.
To be fair, Walt is just as much of a hypocrite. He gave you shit when you took his bed for the breeder, but at the same time he was taking most of your iron for his farm.
Fuck you, Saul.
Many have.
Not without payment, though.
All right, I made the Nether portal. Everyone come on in and then we'll split up.
Why am I not surprised you didn't give it corners?
Did you seriously expect me to mine 4 more pieces of obsidian just so it could have corners?
You could have at least given it decorative corners with some other block.
Yeah, I always add beacons on the corners of my portals just for decoration, even the corners that can't be seen.
If you wanted corners this badly, why didn't you just build it?
It's because he didn't want to mine obsidian.
Fuck you, Mike. Don't speak for me.
Walt, you didn't deny that you were too lazy.
There is no need to deny what is blatantly untrue.
Walter, it's not too late to just add some blocks to the corners. Perhaps jungle wood to match the house.
Or perhaps dead bushes to match the desert. Hey, that's a use for dead bushes. I guess we were wrong after all, and Walter is right.
Hell yeah, I found a Nether fortress.
Good, now we can get blaze rods to beat the game.
Also, we can now make potions.
Potions aren't really useful. I mean, you use them to cure zombie villagers, and that's it.
Completely untrue. How are you supposed to sneak into your friends' bases and steal their stuff without the invisibility potion?
Jesse, if you fall into a pool of lava, what would you do? I would drink a fire resistance potion, but you would die.
Not true, I would eat a notch apple.
Jesse, enchanted golden apples are extremely rare. The chances of you having one at that time is extremely low.
If you have good armor, you won't need either of those. Just sink to the bottom, mine out 3 blocks, then block the top.
My favorite way to get out of lava pools is to type /game mode creative.
You can't do that, Saul. I'm the only one with OP.
Not if I backdoor the server.
Saul, I keep a log of all commands. And if I see you even change the weather, I will unleash the Trojan virus I installed on your computer, and it will delete everything on it.
Mike, that seems extreme. Why did you add that to his PC?
It is a safety precaution, and don't worry, I added one to yours and Walter's too.
Fuck you, Mike. After our gaming session, I'm going to scour my PC for viruses and I will find it.
You go ahead and try Walter.
I just killed a baby piglin. Now I know what it felt like when Walt poisoned Brock.
Fuck you, Saul. I did not kill him. I gave him a controlled amount of poison. I carefully calculated how much to give him based on his age and body weight.
Just because you were a nerd about it doesn't make it right.
Oh, so you would have rathered I wasn't a nerd and just gave him a random amount that could have killed him?
I'd rather that you didn't poison him at all.
Me too, because you poisoned Brock. Poor Huel got stuck in a safe house for who knows how long.
But since he was in that safe house, we got to enjoy Huel's rules.
True that, kid.
Holy shit! I just got a wither skeleton skull from the second one I killed.
It's a good thing you didn't give up trying to get looting 3. I kind of expected that from you after your whole feather falling 3 fiasco.
Fuck you, Mr. White.
At this rate, we can get a beacon in no time.
Actually, we still have to get the base of the beacon, and it will take forever to mine all that netherite.
Saul, why don't you go ahead and waste months getting a netherite beacon? The rest of us, however, will use iron from the iron farm and get our beacon instantly.
Wow, Walter, taking the lazy and fast way instead of the way cooler way. Weren't you just chastising Jesse for being lazy?
Once again, Mr. White, you're a hypocrite.
That is completely different. Looting 3 is an hour-long commitment. A netherite beacon is hundreds of hours long. Plus, a netherite beacon has no advantage over an iron beacon.
The advantage is it looks cooler.
A nether fortress. That's fortunate we have 2 in close proximity to the portal.
Damn it, how come you two found some, but all I found is nether quartz and gold? It's getting really tiring mining all of this.
You and I are in the same boat, just like when we stayed at the vacuum repair shop. I would say good times, but you spend the whole time lecturing me about time machines.
Mr. White talked about time machines? Was he discussing theories on how to make one? I would love to have a time machine.
No, you are getting it wrong. I talked about how they are completely impossible. To even suggest that time machines are a theoretical possibility is to show to the world your infantile mind. It breaks the second law of thermodynamics and will never be possible no matter how advanced technology gets.
Do you guys see what I had to deal with for several days?
He's just lucky it was you and not me. I would have smothered him in his sleep the first day.
Oh, shit. Phew, I turned the corner right into a ghast, but luckily it was so close I slashed it with my sword.
That means looting 3 applied to it. Check for any gas tears, they are useful.
You ever think about how the last thing a ghast does is cry a tear before it dies? It is honestly tragic and makes me think twice before killing them.
No, Saul, no one ever thinks that because it is just pixels in a video game. I'm starting to sound like a broken record trying to deal with you.
Also, ghasts attack you unprovoked. No sympathy there.
I will never feel sorry for a ghast after how many times they have knocked me into lava pools.
Mike, weren't you just saying how easy it was to survive lava pools by digging down?
No, Walter, don't you put words in my mouth. That is a way you can survive, but it is not guaranteed survival. If your armor isn't good, if you don't have enough food, and if the pool is too deep, you will not survive.
I think that you just got lucky once or twice and survived that way. I have never been able to survive falling into lava without a potion.
That sounds like a skill issue.
Fuck you, Saul. I'm getting tired of you saying that.
I almost wish I didn't add knockback to my sword. It's just making it harder to kill blazes since they get pushed so far away.
Just use your bow.
Walter, his bow doesn't have looting 3 on it. We need blaze rods in order to beat the game.
Also, it would be really hard to recover the blaze rod if I use my bow since they're dropping the rods over cliffs.
I dropped my car over a cliff.
What the fuck? How do you drop a car? Do you mean that you drove it over a cliff? And if you did that, how are you alive?
Saul did not do any of those. What happened was we pushed his car over a cliff.
Mike, you were with him?
It's a long story, kid.